What's up? It's Lip Service. This is a really, really special one. Because first of all, everybody's chatting before we even turn the mics on. But I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
Come on. We were trying to say Stephanie, just hold off. No, we're not going to start all over. See what I mean?
Yeah.
We wanted her to hold off because it's special. Because
a surprise.
Go ahead, L'Oreal.
I'm L'Oreal.
And guess who's back to actually be on Lip Service because she's been away for so long?
Stephanie Santiago. I'm here.
Everybody keeps asking
I'm
where
just
is
used
Stephanie.
to saying my name after Angela.
I know, and it's been 7 months of me saying it after Angela. So I'm used to it too.
It's not 7 months. I only been in LA for 4 months.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was 7 too.
And guess who
I
else?
just said a number.
And speaking of people coming back, we got Lloyd here as well.
I'm the token nigga, huh?
Special guest in the house.
Just how he likes it.
We love
number
token
like a
nigga.
motherfucker too.
But you should like it like this.
I do.
It's not bad. This is going to be fun.
You know you
It
in
can
good
get
hands.
tricky though.
Where's the guitar? Take off the clothes and
Yeah,
where's
we
the
wanted
guitar?
you to come in here naked with a guitar.
This is false advertisement. That's what I thought we was getting. What's going on here?
We thought we was getting naked, Lloyd.
What Lloyd is this here?
I do think people should be able to walk around like that. Though.
Listen, me too.
For real.
I'm naked all the
For
time,
real.
and I wish I could be
people
naked
I think
outside.
people do really hide behind a lot of
Behind
shit.
their clothes.
A lot of shit.
Man, now
yeah.
that I'm thinking about it, this
And-
morning I was having a dream that I was naked in the street.
Yeah, you should live your dreams. I will say this though, I do think sometimes if we could all be naked, I think maybe we would know what we getting into
That's a fact.
before.
There's a show called Dating Naked.
Dating naked, yeah. I had a dream about being on there once.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly,
And then I did an album shoot.
I agree with you because if I was on Dating Naked, I could tell you right away if I'm gonna fuck with you or not.
But that's
'cause
not
I
fair
can
for
see
guys.
What I'm getting.
Some guys are actually growers and not showers. So we might think we're getting something, but then bang.
Or
know?
you might be a female with your period. What happens when you got your period?
With
You-
your string
A
hanging
grower
out.
Yeah, come
and
on.
not a shower?
Yeah,
What's
that's-
What is that?
Because you
yo?
know how some guys' dicks look really small until they get hard?
Right.
Like, it's a grower,
Do
not
I
a shower.
know how they?
No.
I don't know.
Maybe no.
Yeah, but
You can't help us. Anyway, I'm just saying, you've never heard
That's
he's a
tricky.
grower, not a shower?
it's tricky.
You never heard that expression? He's a grower?
But I have now.
So are you a
Yeah, I
grower
get it.
or
I
a
get it, though.
shower?
Clearly, he's a shower. He don't need to grow. Some people need to grow.
We want to know. Grower, shower.
Is it 5'2"?
Or is it fine too?
Is it the size of the guitar?
It's been a debate for years. 5'2" or 5'2".
Which one is it? Tell us now.
I don't
think
think
it's
I could
5'2".
tell you about me like that. I think you have to ask somebody I was with.
That's what we want to know. Who can we ask? Because you are very private.
Very private.
And secretive.
You ain't been
I am.
linked to really nobody.
If anybody's
Nah.
hit it with Lloyd, hit us up right now and let us know, is he a grower or is he a shower?
I'm with my baby mom now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That's nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
River.
River. Yeah.
That's your son's
That's
name.
my son.
How old is he?
He's 11 months. He'll be
Oh.
one in a
Oh,
few
he's
weeks.
a little boo boo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm expecting my second too.
Congratulations.
You a second,
Thank
second
you.
son?
Huh?
A second son or?
Second, we don't know. We
You don't
wait
know
till
yet.
delivery and then
Oh.
we do it like
Aw.
that. Pick two names.
You did that with your
unisex.
son?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You're not going to have one of those fancy gender reveal parties?
Nah, I don't
So
like
whack.
it.
You
I
gonna
don't
have
like
purple, not purple, blue chemtrails in the sky?
Nah.
But yeah, what do you buy? Do you buy like yellow clothes for them to come
Nah,
home in?
in
or-
fact, it's dope because you end up not getting a lot of clothes.
Okay,
You get
right.
more of the other shit you really need
And
every
that's
day.
the smartest thing
Yeah.
you could
Because
ever
the
do.
clothes, I learned fast.
They grow out of that shit.
man.
They don't
It's
wear
tricky.
half of
It's
And
tricky.
babies never wear nunborn size ever.
Yeah,
Unless
never.
they're preemie.
Never.
Unless
And my
they're
son,
preemie,
and my
exactly.
son is he's a big guy.
Big baby.
Yeah, he's a big baby. So
He's a shower,
he's
not a
wearing
grower.
18-month clothes right now.
Exactly. He's wearing 18 to 24
Yeah.
months right now, and
Yeah.
he's 11 months. That's how my son was. Boys are like,
Brolic.
I'm a man. Yes,
Yeah.
I am, but I'm a baby.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm expecting my second now. And what's funny is I was there for the birth. I helped with the delivery, and it really let me see her in a different light, for real. I mean, I encourage
Did you look at
anybody
it straight?
that's having a child to at least experience the delivery.
Did you look at it straight?
I looked at everything, but I'm like that though. I want to see what's going on. I tried to record. She was, it was crazy, but
He's like, this is very personal. I don't want people to see me shit on the table.
But right after, I mean, even during, I was saying to myself, I'm never gonna touch this bitch again.
No, but think Kelly, that's why I
I ain't
asked you
never
if you
gonna
look
fuck
straight
with her
forward.
ever again. Like, we could just be co-parents. That's the thing now. You know what I mean? Let's just be partners.
Because it's nasty
Yeah,
to look
I
at.
ain't never doing
listen
this
to
shit
me.
ever again. And then it was like,
And then she got
nigga, it
pregnant
was
a
like
few
2
months
weeks.
after.
It was like 2 weeks later. And that damn little pouch started going down a little bit. And she came in there with some little
Everything
tights
started
on.
looking
Like,
back to normal.
So you forgot about all the
Forgot
stuff
about
you
that
seen.
instant
about that
amnesia.
But don't you have to wait a little while?
Amnesia.
Like
You're
a
supposed to
month.
wait 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I
don't
think
pay-
I waited like 3 weeks and a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me and my son's father, when he looked at it, right, and he's like, you know, like he's just like, oh my God, like I'm sorry that happened to your pussy.
I'm
you know?
sorry.
And I'm like, yo, like it's not a big deal,
not.
like
It's really
whatever,
not.
like it's a human thing.
It's really
but then
not.
my sister showed me the video of it, and I was like, I got so mad at him, like you really gonna look at me like that? How dare you stare at that? I was so
No, but I will
upset.
say this, man. It's like a total
looks
different. It's a total
crazy.
different appreciation for what it means
No,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
a woman, for real. You know what I mean? Like on so many levels, and just to see what y'all endure. You know, I mean, like childbirth, of course, but even just on a day-to-day basis, I don't think a lot of dudes could be a woman. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, they
just
can
real.
now.
It just
No,
would be
you
really
can't.
hard.
Not any.
And when she was pregnant, she would be complaining about certain stuff, you know, and I say, oh man, you know what I always say, Serena Williams won the goddamn Wimbledon
Oh
pregnant.
my gosh.
And you could do
I know that made
it.
her
You could do it. You could, and
that
she
made
was
her
like,
so
man.
annoyed.
Yeah,
Oh
she was so
my
mad about that.
That's
right?
so
She's
annoying.
like, everybody not fucking Serena Williams, nigga. Like,
Right.
what you talking
Serena's
about?
a beast.
I
She
know,
got a whole
dog. I know,
team.
but
Because
even,
how would you feel if she
but
compared
even
you to
that,
somebody
though,
else?
No, but even that, though, but I'm like that though. That's what makes me a good musician too.
Right.
Though, is I'm always like, what? This ain't nothing. You could do it. You could do it. You could do more. Do more. Do more. But with
But it should have been like, well, Michael Jackson went 70 times.
yeah. But
What's
that
up?
would, but you know
What's
what?
up?
But I'm the kind of person that probably would have motivated me though. You know what
Well,
I
I'm
mean?
not Michael Jackson, dude.
That would have motivated me. Now with childbirth, that probably is just fucked up.
It's very
period. Yeah,
disencouraging.
it's fucked up. It's
Very
discouraging. Period.
Because you
But
acting like it was just
on
taking
other
a
levels,
big
I would
shit.
have been
you know?
motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have
That's
been
what it feel like.
motivated.
Taking a shit?
Yeah, it felt
'Cause
like
you
you
do.
constipated, and they feel
Oh
like,
no!
you know,
Sometimes
one of
you
them.
do take a shit while you're
Okay, I did it.
giving the birth.
Yeah, that
You're
Sometimes
happens.
shitting
meaning
also.
she-
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
She
That's
must
crazy.
Thank God it didn't happen to me.
For
but
real, everything's coming out of there.
everything's coming out.
For real,
But
nigga,
I-
I had to put a fucking oxygen mask on.
He almost
I almost
fainted.
died.
And you're not even the one having
Almost
a baby.
died.
So.
I almost missed
You
my
almost
son's
died just
life.
Oh my God.
I'm not even the one having the baby.
And you had a
I'm like,
nerve.
oh, God, please.
That'd have been like, Serena didn't pass out.
No, I know.
That only happens in the movies.
But
I was gonna say that on the movies, the men always passes out and they be in a wheelchair. Shit, that was Lloyd.
No, yeah.
Lloyd was in
Yeah,
the
I ain't pass
wheelchair.
out though. I ain't pass out. But I will say this though, it's like snapback, instant.
Yeah.
She
Couldn't believe
breastfeeding?
it. No, she didn't breastfeed.
Okay, because I know they said that
She,
helps.
she said that was more painful than
It was to me, too.
The
For
birth
real?
of the kid. Yeah.
Is this the right way?
No,
That
but,
shit
but
was
you see,
hard.
every woman is different because I don't agree. I don't feel like giving birth feels like you're constipated
I
and you
felt
have
like
to
I
take
just
a
took
shit.
a shit. I
don't
felt like when she
feel
came
like-
out, I just felt like it was such a relief. Like the same relief you feel when you gotta go.
Diarrhea.
That
Like,
doesn't sound too bad to me.
No, that's what I'm saying. That,
They
that's
really don't. Now
way
we put
easier
it
Taking
like
the
that.
shit feels great to me. We're like, whew,
Hell,
new
yeah,
person.
stop.
Come on, Angela. Girls don't take a
This
shit.
shit.
I feel like a new person. I had a new person.
Yes, love to talk about taking the shit.
Better they look,
Crazy.
the more they stink.
No.
That's what I learned.
No.
the
I
better
mean,
they look, the more.
Next
And then
subject.
you spend so much time trying to squeeze that shit in public. That shit just start rotting in there and shit, man. And it all come out at once. That shit ain't healthy, man. Just let that shit out. I don't know why girls don't like to fart in public.
Well, I think anyone
Like,
should fart in public because that's rude.
Why did my stepdad
Right.
used to say that's unladylike?
I don't know.
You know what I
It
mean?
is
But I think it's
unladylike.
natural. It's so natural. Like, what the fuck else you supposed
You're
to
supposed to
do?
fart and act like it wasn't you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
now
you're supposed
that's
to do.
natural.
No, but a
believe that.
fart and a
Damn,
burp is not good.
Look, they came in here, ate some devil eggs, and now he's fighting.
Shut up.
Smell the devil eggs.
Oh my God. Oh my
You
God.
gotta eat your double A's before I leave.
Have you ever gone to pee and shitted by accident?
Oh my God.
oh,
What in the
what?
chart?
I'm not participating in this conversation.
Nah, I mean, I threw up and shit at the same time.
Me too.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too.
I haven't
Yeah, I
did
was
that
doing this
in a long
fucking
time.
crazy
I did
detox.
that-
I was
I
doing
did
like
that
this
before, too.
cayenne,
I was just drunk on some
pepper,
drugs.
lemonade
Oh yeah, the
thing,
master
and then you
cleanse.
got to do an Epsom salt. At the end of the day, it's supposed to help you flush it.
Right.
And that shit actually backfired for me, and I was throwing up and
Oh
shit.
my
throwing shit.
God.
Now that's a detax.
This
conversation
I
is
know.
making me so
I got
rid
it all
of
out. I got it all
everything.
out.
It seems
So
like
were
it
you
worked.
like throwing up in between your legs?
No, I just let that shit go.
It just was
over there. Yeah.
Okay.
You got to throw up in the
What else
sink.
we gonna
I'd rather
talk
clean
about?
up throw up than shit on the floor.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, I think we'd all
Straight up.
probably rather clean up
I'd
throw
rather
up.
do that.
So Gigi, before we started, you said y'all know each other from Magic City.
Well, not really personally, but I have been in the H a few times.
I love Gigi, man. Gigi is my idol when it comes. In fact, I actually compare everybody I ever see at a gentleman's club to Gigi.
As you should.
And Gigi was
Yeah.
actually homegirls with my homegirl Helen.
Yes.
Right,
I
so
love
that's
Helen
how
to
I
death.
kind of got put onto Gigi. So
That's
one of
who
my
you came in Magic
one of
with
my
the first time we met.
times actually going to a strip club
Was that time.
when you danced for me.
Yep.
Right.
With Helen.
The first time I went, I was in St. Louis. I was with my partner T Love, who came up with Nelly.
Okay.
And he took me to this fucking place called Bottoms Up.
On the east side.
On the east side. And I'm telling you, they do
place
this
is
thing. And they was like, oh, they gonna make you feel like royalty. And they came in there and they said, we're gonna do roll call, right? So they did a roll call. They brought all the girls out, introduced all the girls, and all the girls make their way around the club and do something for each person. And then you give them something, and then next girl comes, same thing. And it was like, all the girls was cool. And then this one chick came up there and they said, baby girl.
She was the feature.
And she was pregnant like a motherfucker. She was like 6 months pregnant, 7 months showing,
That was why she was
wobbling,
baby girl.
and I was like, "Oh my god!"
That the baby girl was in the stomach.
I thought you was going
in
to say she was the feature and came and did some pole tricks and shit.
It was
No,
the
she
baby.
did some stuff, but she was pregnant, yo.
Nah, man.
And I was just like, "Wow."
Wow.
It fucked me up. I gave her some. I said, "Get the baby some nice."
Oh my gosh.
So the first time I went in Atlanta was Magic City. Right? I think it was, I don't know if it was a Monday or not, but
It was a
Gigi
Monday.
was in that motherfucker, so it probably was a Monday.
It was a Monday.
Because she was the best. And Helen was like, we're going to see my girl. She dope. And me and Helen, we both used to dance together.
She was
Right?
in your video.
So when we go to the club, we was looking at the talent. Like, we looking at the beast mode type of shit. We ain't really looking at
The ass and
looking at
titties
fat
even though it was
ass and
there.
looking at them titties. It's like, yo, fucking she dope as shit
Yeah.
type of shit. And we went and Gigi came. She did a fucking thing just for us. The club was fucking packed. It was crazy in there. And she came and just danced for us for a good second. And I fucking spent all my fucking Christmas money in there, dog. And I went home. I was like, man, what the fuck I'm gonna get for
no
my
Christmas,
family?
yeah.
Like, I fucked up. But I was so
Christmas.
inspired.
Thanks, Lloyd.
I was so inspired. The only time I ever did that, I went to the first time I went to an all black church. Cause I grew up Catholic from New Orleans. The first time I went to all black church and them people were passing out and shit in there. I gave all the money I had in my pocket. God,
Gigi was
so
like a
good,
pastor.
right? I said, that was really the only other time my spirit was moved so much.
I
well,
appreciate
Pastor
that.
McGuire,
I appreciate
Right,
that.
right, and then, so I'm like, G was like the homie, so I probably was doing some shit I wasn't supposed to do, and she wasn't tripping. But another time I went to a spot called
said yes.
Onyx. I went to a spot
Onyx,
called Onyx
yeah.
one time because
Onyx.
everybody was talking about Onyx.
Onyx, yeah.
So I'm in there, and I got about. I'm a real cheap person. So I spent $1,000. I had $1,000 to spend.
That's a lot for some
And
people.
that's a lot for me because I'm
Okay.
like, I'm
You
not getting that
spend it.
back, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna just have it. It's gonna look all right, just in case maybe
Right.
my brother might want to do something. We're gonna just do this.
Everybody
so I'm
gets
in there.
20.
The girl is dancing for me, and I'm like. Thinking I'm in a fucking music video, so I'm just
That was go fast.
right.
That was gone.
Money on the floor at the end of the thing. So, and then I also noticed this: some of the money was kind of flying around. So another girl came over there and was like, "Oh, this for me too." And I was like, "Oh, wait, man, this shit." It's out of control.
They
now,
call
right?
that a pile.
It's out of control, right? So then at the end,
That
the
was a
girl
pile.
says, "Okay, now you owe me." Such and such and such and such, and I got the same face Gigi got on right now.
Oh,
Like,
you.
How
bitch,
long was she there
what?
for?
Right?
You like
It don't matter how long she was
That
there.
was the
She
budget.
could have been there for 2 fucking seconds. The money I had spent on the floor was
that's it.
for the dance,
Right.
right? She says, no. The money that you throw on the floor is tips.
Oh, she tried you.
Damn.
That's
She
tip
said
money.
she said she was trying to get some of that
That's
get it
tip
shorty money. Okay.
And you know, you
But you
still
gotta
owe me for the
dance,
dances. I said,
right.
look, if you don't, I said, you don't pick that shit up right now.
Lloyd was like 50.
You ain't gonna
He
get
grabbed
nothing.
all
Take
her
my shit
singles.
back. Give me a broom.
I said, that's everything right there for you, mama.
No, you did right. Nah.
No,
They tried to hustle Lloyd.
She tried to play you. She tried to play you. She tried to play you.
Tried, huh?
Yeah, she
was
tried.
going-
She tried
I
because that was
never
more
heard
than enough.
nobody.
Yeah.
Now let's
Technically, it's $10 a song. So if she was over there
not bad.
for right, so if she was over there for 10 songs, that's $100. You
Right.
gave her $1,000.
No, I
Was
didn't give
she
her the
there
full.
for
I didn't give her
100
1,000, but I
songs?
gave her more than just the dance
But there
money.
you go.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
but I mean that's how we do the well, at least at Magic. That's how we did the equation.
Yeah.
Like $10 a song. If I feel like I ain't got enough for $10 a song, then I'm gonna say, all right, well, da da da. But if it's a pile of money on the floor, then I'm gonna take that and keep it moving.
And you be kind of mad if somebody only gave you $10 too.
But hold on.
Yeah,
hold
but
on.
that don't happen.
Yeah, we got to
That don't
backtrack on
happen.
that.
Y'all
man.
forgot the
Like,
point that he said he was cheap. It was probably $50. Lloyd said he
No,
was
it
trying to
definitely
gather.
No, he said he had 1,001. So
I'm cheap,
it's
but I'm not
$100 a
disrespectful.
band.
joking with
I ain't
It's
disrespectful. though.
$100 a band. So even if he popped 100 band on her, that's 10 songs. Did she
Right,
dance for 10
right.
songs? That's why I said, well, how long was she over there?
Yeah.
Man, when I was a stripper back in the days,
Back
the
in the
lap
day.
dance was like $40.
But you was
bro.
a different kind of stripper.
Oh yeah.
You wasn't a hood
that's
rat stripper. We
true.
talking about the hood rat club.
Yeah, I was in the-
You
in
worked
the-
in
in
the
the
gentleman's club
cracker
with the
shit.
Caucasian clientele. It's a whole
definitely.
different world.
So
over there.
gentlemen's clubs is $40 a dance. And
Yeah.
No, they
It-
different all over the world.
It's different everywhere.
Because even in Australia,
Because some places got $5 dances.
Yo, in Australia, the currency is in coins. So you can have a $2 coin,
Don't
a
throw no
dollar
coin in my
coin,
ass.
a X amount of dollar, like
Yeah,
a
that
$5
sucks.
coin or some
Listen.
shit. So what you got to do is you got to pay for like the dances in advance. You got to get like a bundle.
Yeah, 'cause you can't be
package.
throwing no coins.
And you can't. Yeah, you can't do that.
That's a shame.
Imagine.
Yeah.
You put it in her butt like a
bitch.
piggy bank.
Flick that shit out.
yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Piggy
What
bank.
coin slot is going on here?
Put it in their asshole. Like one credit.
Oink, oink.
Nah, I'm dead.
That's
Well,
so
there was a lot of
fucked
strip
up.
club etiquette going
Yeah, it
on
was.
here.
I know.
Now, let
I
me
need
ask you,
it.
let's back up a little bit though. So, how did you manage to get locked down? Because now you're in a committed relationship,
Mm-hmm.
a second child on the way. So, what made this woman special?
I realized less is more, to be honest. And I stopped living my life like a tourist. You know what I mean? Like when I first came in the game, I want to just savage mode. I fucking want to be everywhere. I want to do everything. Nobody gonna tell me nothing. I don't have to live by these rules that, society puts on me and all this kind of shit. And then I also had a little bit of power and influence. So I think just naturally, jumping off the porch for the first time, I just pretty much existed like a tourist. I come through, I break some shit, and then I get the fuck, yeah. And then the older I got, the more attached I started becoming to things that just meant way more than that to me. Like the first catalyst, I think, was my niece when she was born. And I was there for that, helping my sister through medical school. And then I took my sister to get her last meal. I was there with my niece. And I remember like how she just would look at me. Sometimes when she would get older, the first thing she would do is she would run in my room. She'd say, Uncle Lottie, wake up, let's dance. Because I got a turntable in my room where I play my vinyl. And we put music on and we just start getting down. She'd be laughing. She'd say, I love you so much. And she'd just come hug me. And then I was like, you know what? Every woman I ever been with is this. Starts off as this. You know what I'm saying? And then I also realized that a lot of the girls that I was with, it wasn't really their fault that they were kind of, I don't want to say being taken advantage of, but that they didn't look at it like that. You know what I mean? Like they was okay with a lot of shit because a lot of shit stems back to a lot of things, and so
I mean, like when you say a lot of shit, like
daddy
you,
issues,
like you not really being
your
the
daddy
best.
wasn't there, or somebody might have been too strict on you, or not there enough, or you might have fucking been taken advantage of when you was younger, or just all these things that go into the makings of a person. So the older I got, the more I start trying to understand the why behind things, and it just eliminated that tourist aspect out of my life. So then I started to just appreciate people, like really seeing a person for who they was, maybe what they've been through that I never understood. You know what I mean? And then from there, it was just like I kind of lost the desire to be that anymore. And
Savage.
Yeah, pretty much to be selfish, really, in a sense. And I also think that it was easier for me once I curved out other temptation in my life, because a lot of things are temptation for us, you know what I mean? And they kind of like are representative of each other. So my first thing was food. My first thing was to take the temptation of food out, because I fucking love food.
Right.
And I eat food for satisfaction. I don't eat it for nourishment. I eat it because I crave it.
Right.
I want it. I desire it. And I could get it when I want it. You know what I mean?
So you became a vegan.
So I became a vegetarian and a vegan. I was going in and out, you know, depending on what was going on. And
so good.
And that actually ended up taking most of my time and energy. And then it started to trickle out in other aspects of my life. So then I was like, yo, you know what? I want everyone around me to be like that. I want everybody around me to value their shit, to have respect for each other, to, you know, that kind of thing. And then that shit became my music, my life, my everything.
You're late for work, your boss is being an asshole, the kids are screaming for dinner. When do you get to take care of yourself? Self-care is not selfish. It's knowing that we matter in a fast-paced world where we can often feel overwhelmed and overlooked. Vanity Planet wants to make it as easy as possible for you to treat yourself right. It starts with skincare, then goes on to everything from healthier hair and a brighter smile. Why? Because you deserve it. Certain things are nice indulgences, like the scalp massager I got, or the facial cleanser. With all these long days, it's so important for me to take care of me. So visit VanityPlanet.com, enter promo code Angela25 at checkout, and start taking care of you. That's VanityPlanet.com and enter promo Angela25 at checkout. Me and Lloyd have the same birthday.
For real, exact same day.
Yeah,
January 3rd.
I have a question.
You're so fucking cool, dog. I wish everybody was a Capricorn.
But the reason I was going to say that was because a lot of times, if you guys, my friends that know me know, I always try to explain like why people act the way they act. And sometimes I don't take things for face value. Like I'll look at somebody and my friends will be like, well, how could you be cool with that person? Or how are you okay? And I'm always like, well, I can kind of understand why that person did that, because if I look at, you know, certain things that happen in their life or how they might view things differently than me, then I actually feel like sympathy towards somebody, even if they did something fucked up to me.
It gives you a better understanding.
I'm the same exact way.
And let me tell you this too. This was like the biggest thing for me. It was, okay, at one point in my life, I was in love with 3 women, right?
At the same time.
There were 3 women in my life, and I was in love with different parts of each one of them.
Okay.
And so in my mind, I was bringing all of them together to make one person, right? But really what I was doing was I was selling myself short, because I was never really able to get a full experience out of a relationship, right?
Because you was dividing it up.
Yeah, so then what ended up happening was I started to become afraid, hesitant about just one person, because I knew no one person can be everything for you all the time. But really, once you get to a point where you're not even looking for that from a person, I think you kind of start moving towards being able to be with them for extended amount of time, right? And my theory was like dumb shit, like, yo, I don't fucking want to eat pizza every day. I used to say that a lot.
Although I could eat pizza.
And for real, I get that. You know, just the fact
I understand.
Just the fact that I travel so much, I get to see so much, and I really I'm still experiencing shit, you know, like, and then all the women in my life, they gangsters. My mama, gangster. Aunts, gangsters. Like, they all say, don't trust these hoes. Don't fucking move too fast. Live your fucking life. You know what I mean? Get you a good one. And they really don't like nobody. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
So it was like, damn, you know, well, now I can't trust none of all these hoes. I can't trust them, right? But then what ended up happening was, because I started to value like the process of getting to a place that I needed to be, right? Like with my vegetarianism, it was so hard for me sometimes, but I just convinced myself for the reward, and then I just started working at it, and then it became manageable. And I looked at a relationship like that. I was like, you know what? Instead of looking at a person and seeing all the shit that they missing, or the shit that fucks, like, piss you off, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. Just kind of maybe take a second to understand that they didn't have the same life as you in a lot of ways, right? It's certain things that make them who they are, and why not be the person that helps to guide them? I mean, I would never be here if it wasn't for some motherfucker that was sitting in the room with me when I sucked, you know what I'm saying? Over and over and over, and just loved me so unconditionally that they was like, you still got something that is special, and we're gonna find it. You know, they didn't write me off. I mean, and I really started to look at it like that. And then it was like, you know what? How dare me write off this person who actually loves me? And my girl loved me. She really, really loved me. She accepted
Was she one of the
She was one of the three.
She knew I wasn't perfect. She knew I was still conflicted. But she was like, you know what? I'm gonna just support him. I'm gonna stay down with him. I'm gonna give him love when he need it, and I'm not gonna stand for no bullshit.
Right.
But I'm also not going to impose myself so much that I want to change him or make him someone else. She was like, she loved me.
That's
before
how you're
I knew.
supposed to
she
love.
Loved me
That's
before
real
I really
love.
knew how to love myself. And I once I realized that shit,
You
I was
can't
like, you
love
know
someone
what?
with conditions.
I would be it would be such a tragedy for me to write this off. And so what I did was I just committed myself. I just committed myself. I said, no matter how pissed off I get, impatient I get, no matter how much my ADD kick in, no matter how much temptation I'm faced with, I'm gonna see it through. Because I think that at the end of the day, even if some shit don't fucking work, which is very, very much a chance, at least you say you tried. At least you say I gave the effort.
Yeah.
I did everything I could. Everything. Right? And that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Was
I have
there
a
something
question.
that like happened specifically that made you say, okay, now I'm going to be committed?
Yep. I got caught.
Well, that's usually it. That's usually it.
That's not why. No.
But wait, was she one of the three though? Was she one of the three? Okay, just making sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
But let me tell you what happened though. There was a girl that liked me a lot. She actually loved me, but I didn't love her, and I knew that, right? And it was just really like good sex.
That was her quality.
Okay.
Great
That
sex.
was her quality,
She just knew
pussy.
herself. She
The
was
fire.
older than my girl. She kind of knew herself a lot more. She was more like
Confident.
comfortable and confident in the bed. And to me, I always was like, I don't know, infatuated with older women growing up. So it was like, I don't know, I just kind of couldn't get away from it. And one time we was together, and she goes to me, she says, I love you. And I said,
Crickets.
okay, this is a moment for me right now to really fucking like live honest, right? Just really, really be honest. Even if I'm conflicted, at least be honest. I never lied about my shit, but I said, you know what? I don't love you. I said for real, I don't love you like that. I got love for you, but I don't love you like that. I don't love you, and I never will love you like that.
Never.
I said I love someone else like that.
Did murder
terrible.
Was this like after sex or
I
something?
said I love you. This was afterwards.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
I said to be honest, I love somebody else.
And how did she react?
Oh, she got mad.
Of course she got mad.
She got mad,
yeah,
and
I
I
would've got
understood
mad
that.
too. I would've got
See, in
mad
my
too.
mind, I thought she would respect. At least I honestly hurt so
We
bad
just had
sometimes.
sex and you gonna
but
tell
at least
me-
if you could be honest, I respect that
I
shit
respect
so
it
much.
coming from
right?
you now,
so
but I don't know how I would feel if I was the
I don't love you,
person.
but I don't love you like that. And so what she ended up doing was she made it her
stabbed
life's
you.
mission to find
to
my
fuck-
girl
oh, okay.
Wow.
and tell her that, oh, I was with him and this and this
shady.
and this and this and this and that.
Damn.
And to me, I said, you know what? I talked to my girl, right? She was devastated. She was devastated. And that hurt me. And I realized that I really, really cared. You know what I mean? Like, just the pain she felt brought me so much pain,
Oh,
right? And on top of that, I thought
that's love. You love her.
that, you know what? This girl who I don't love is so hurt that she is willing to make it her life's mission to destroy the one thing
'Cause
that I
misery
do
loves
love,
company.
that I really do actually care about. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know
Bitter
what?
bitch.
And you know what? I'm like, you know what?
Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people,
That's
hurt
right.
people. And I understood why she was doing it. It
'Cause she
wasn't
was-
because she didn't want, it was because she didn't want me to be happy.
Yeah, without
if she
her.
wasn't happy,
Without her,
without
right.
her, right? And
Yeah,
so,
but you know what? She said she loved you and she did not love you because if she loved you, she would want you to be happy.
Well, that's,
whether it's with
well,
her
that's
or
the
That's
way,
not.
very
that's
mature.
The, that's the
No,
way a person
come
that's
on.
going through some shit would speak.
Right.
Well,
right?
you
She
was
didn't
stopping
really
her
love you.
happiness
But-
because you was dealing
Yeah,
with
man.
her.
Look, I don't blame her, but I do know this. I do know that I think in any real, true, happy, and long-term relationship or marriage, there's going to come a time where nature plays its course, right? At some point, we're going to become lustful or vary or just sway a little bit. You know what I mean? We're going to make a stumble. And I think a real true love is a person that sees the flaw in a person as not definitive of a long term, as something that can be learned from a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what my girl did for me.
Yeah,
she really
that's right.
was
That's
like, you know
correct.
what? I'm going to treat this like the biggest lesson. Like, I can't go through this again. She was just like, I can't take that shit no more. But I know where your heart is at. I really know that you actually are changing a lot of things in your life for me that you never had to do before. You know what I mean?
Right.
You've been lawless all these years. And I know how kind of traumatic that can feel. You fighting, you holding on to some shit. You know what I mean? And I know you got to get it out. But let this be our
The
catalyst.
last time.
Yo,
Right.
Lloyd is
Let
really
this be our
Capricorn.
catalyst. For real.
No, but
He's
get us
really
there.
a Capricorn.
No, but like you said, she loves you for you with your flaws and everything, all
Yeah.
your mistakes. She still accepts you.
Yeah.
That's the way you're supposed to love somebody.
Yeah.
This is my question
And
for
I
you.
also think you would be surprised by what a lot of married couples go through.
Right.
Like
No.
real
Please,
long-term married
love
couples.
is all about
successful,
accepting and
married-
compromise.
married
All my
people-
married friends be having the most issues, but a lot of, if you ride it out, you got to ride it out till it gets better. But everybody goes
I have
through
a question
in a
for you.
long-term
So what
relationship.
about door number 3?
Yeah, what happened to
her?
the third girl in the group?
She killed herself because
Shut
after
up.
hearing what he did to the other girl. no.
He
No,
snapped
no,
his finger that she
actually,
just disappeared
the
like
third
Thanos.
Let
girl-
it fade out? Or?
No, the third girl actually cut me off.
Oh, okay. There
Okay.
we go.
She
Moving
did me a
forward,
favor.
moving
She did
forward.
me a favor because she started to realize
That she ain't the one.
She
got
started to
smart.
realize, nigga, you don't want is
It
what
ain't me.
I want.
Right.
It's not that she wasn't the one, but she was just like, you're not where I'm at right now.
Right.
Right.
And
Smart
you know
girl.
what?
She
Why
smart.
don't females
Let's
wake
just
up?
be cool.
Yeah, moving
Right.
She was
forward.
like, let's just be cool, dog. Like,
Okay,
we
I
still
have a
friends.
question.
That was good
I have
because
a
a lot
question.
of females don't do that. They just be on some
Oh, no.
shit like,
No,
I'm gonna
and really,
stick around.
to be
until
honest,
changes.
to be honest, the girl that fucked me up wasn't one of my 3 loves.
Oh, wow.
My other third love, it's like I just had to make
My
a
other
decision. I
third.
just had to make a decision.
Men just
did you
live
just
on
say your other
choices.
No, I had to make a
Men
decision. It was just
live
like, you know
on
what? No.
choices. That's what
Last
they
week I
live
pulled up in
on.
my other
No,
Benz.
man, it ain't like that.
No, I have a question.
It's not
Finally,
like that. She was way on the other side of the world, and it was totally like a long
FaceTime.
distance. No, it wasn't a FaceTime thing. It wasn't like a everyday
Right.
in my vicinity, and I really built such a bond and friendship
Because you
with
speak
my
a
girl
lot. You
now
communicate a lot.
that it was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm just
Not even
this
worth
is it.
having this
This is
around.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What's
that
your
was the
question,
hard.
Steph?
That
I have
was
a
the
question.
hard.
I've been
that was
trying to
the
get this
hardest
question
thing.
for
That was one of the
15
hardest
minutes.
things.
I've been trying to get
Go
this
ahead.
question off.
I forgot
So
it.
you said, no, I did not forget it because it's really important to me. It's very interesting to hear a man talk like this. It's like a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's amazing.
Men don't fit. The
If
men
we
are
did
not
this when
there
you
yet.
first started the
He's
show, it
taking
would sound
guys.
so different.
Look, he's taking
Yeah,
guys.
men don't. That's funny. But men don't really. It takes a while for them to get, if they ever get to that place in their mind. So you said that you learn to look at people and see them for exactly who they are.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take for you to get there? When did that happen for you?
Well, I think.
Like what age?
Oh, well into my late 20s.
Late 20s?
That's early.
Oh my God.
Mid 20s. But again, you got to remember, I've been releasing albums since I was 16,
Oh,
17.
that's true. So you grew
Yeah.
up
So you
faster.
grew up
Yeah, yeah,
Way
yeah.
faster.
So your late 20s is
Way-
like your early 30s.
Dog
Way
years.
faster.
How old are you?
I feel like I've been
I'm
like that
32.
since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Way
But see,
faster.
women are
I feel like I've been
And
like
this
that
is what
my
I
whole
do.
life.
And this is what I feel like, right? I feel
But
like
men don't do that.
I feel like men don't do that, right? And we know why. And I also feel like women don't do this. I feel like women don't take okay, this is what I saw y'all having a conversation about not too long ago. This is what I believe a lot of men feel, and even some women, that sex is not always representative of love.
Well,
sometimes it's just the act, like an exercise. Sometimes it's a release. It's just a letting
Spin
go.
class.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. And sometimes I think men can justify just sex with a person and still save their love and their heart for somewhere else.
And that's
absolutely. I agree with that.
Confuse the two.
That's exactly what men do.
And for some strange reason, I think traditionally people, they cringe at that notion, but I think really it's kind of unnatural to be with one person forever. I mean, not a lot of creatures in God's kingdom don't mate with the same thing.
No.
But some
all their
do.
lives.
Are you nuts?
Some do, yeah, owls, but I'm not a fucking owl. I'm
Wait,
not-
an owl
You see
right
how
now.
well Drake is doing?
Wait,
OVO.
wait. Owls stay with the same boyfriend and girlfriend. They get married. I had no idea.
I think
had
it's
no
great
idea.
when you can get, I think everybody can get to that place. But some people are different. Everybody's unique, right? Some marriages are held together by an open mind, right? Someone that knows, okay, my partner is a little freaky.
Yeah, he gonna
They
go
like
do
to
him.
experiment,
Yes,
and that brings them a certain kind of joy. So maybe I'll bring in a partner, a friend.
That's when a threesome comes in. Hey.
You know, just for them.
I'm looking at you.
And for
like-
real,
You looking at me, bitch?
The whole time.
that makes some people cringe, and that keeps some
Yeah.
people
It's all
together.
about being honest, really.
It's about being honest, though. And for real, I think that's really where I'm at with it. It's like, I just started being honest.
So can you be monogamous, you think, from now moving forward on?
It's a challenge, but I think I could do it because I'm satisfied. I don't need nothing else, to be honest.
That's
Like
dope.
y'all said, it's the honesty thing. Because what it is guys will do what they want to do, but they'll lie about it. So if you have 3 girls like you,
That's
you
the
say
worst
you had
thing.
to,
That's the
yeah,
worst
but
thing.
you say you had
That's
3
the worst
girls.
thing.
That's
If
exactly
you're only
right, though.
fucking 2, you're gonna tell all 3 of them that
And
they're
let me
your
tell you,
girlfriend.
and my girl's so dope that if it's something that I really need her to do for me, she'll do it. She'll try it.
Oh, that's nice.
She'll be like, all right, let's do it. Let's try it.
So like, if
You
like
want to
a
do it?
foursome.
Let's do it.
But
She's not
have
going to
you
be like,
tried right
I
for
just
your
don't like
man,
that. I'm not
right?
doing that. Don't bring that over here kind of thing.
What sign is she?
It's some things that don't get her, that don't do it for her.
Right.
But if it's something that I might need, she definitely going to do it
She's
for
down.
me.
What about,
Yeah.
all right, would you be willing to do that for her if she needed something?
Depends. I can't stick my tongue in nobody's ass, man.
Come on,
I can't do it.
I love y'all so much. That's me. I'm so glad that you're
Won't
back.
do it. Gigi got it. Look, man. Look, we could we could wet some shit and
Did
make
you
it
ever
feel
try
like a
it? Did you
tongue
ever
or
try
something.
Oh.
Did I ever try it? No.
No,
Try
but how
it.
do you know?
Fresh out the shower. Try it.
You
like
don't
that?
gotta do that.
I shit every day. I'm not eating nobody ass, yo. Never.
Listen.
Never.
That seems like
That's
a
for
small
boys
thing. If
No,
she's
it's
willing
not.
to do
Like-
anything.
No, it's not. Well, look, I'm so open. I'm like, get the nigga that eat it, and that just be his role.
No.
You know what? Bring the ass eater in, please.
Listen, I love y'all so much. I
that
gotta
over
go.
here,
Bye,
boy.
Gigi. Lloyd, it was so good seeing Gigi you again. has to I
go
gotta
to
go
job.
to work. Y'all was a
Damn,
little
G.
late.
But
Y'all
we'll
was
be
a little
here.
late. I gotta
That's
go
all
to work.
right. That's all right, G.
I'm not gonna
Bye,
lie.
baby.
You just
I'll see you
disappointed
again.
us with that one.
Man, I can't do. I don't.
You couldn't even try it.
Okay.
You know what? I think it would have to be like you have to sit your ass
just
in the
leave one,
fucking
but
the thing like a what is it called, a sterilizer.
No,
you
but
can
you're
leave it.
not
It's up to
missing
you.
anything. That's for boys. Ass eating is no pleasure for women. It's for boys. That's pleasure for a man.
No,
don't
some
Angela
girls
agree
really
with
like
that.
it. Well, no, I actually don't even
I don't like
it.
it.
But
Great. Well, then why are you
wait,
trying to?
hold on, I like
so
it.
why would I
But
need
L'Oreal,
to be
because
open to it?
it's more
I
like
do not like when a guy eats
okay,
my
okay,
ass.
okay.
I think it's so trash.
But I also
Suck.
feel like if a woman wants you to do it and you're willing and she's willing to do anything for you, that you should try it.
Well, I will say it's nothing more exciting than a woman that knows herself.
Right.
For real. In every way, but especially sexually. You know, like knows her body, knows what she needs. So I think because I'm such a selfless lover, oh God.
You smell
smell
it?
'em?
See, now he's really never gonna eat ass because Gigi opened
Yes.
up them devil eggs.
I was almost, you know what? I thought I might have been getting there until that. And I'm
Gigi
just
took
done.
out these devil eggs. The
I'm
whole
done.
room smells like butt.
No,
Now
I
Lloyd's
mean,
never
if it's
gonna eat.
anything that she would need, to get there, I would be open for it. But I don't see the
You put your
thrill
finger in her butt ever?
I don't see the thrill in that. And in fact, it excites me to excite my partner, right? Like when I know they enjoying it, they
When she
getting off.
squirts.
It makes me so like
For me,
excited.
that's how I am.
I don't think I could find any excitement from eating some ass.
But you also don't know. You're just saying, I don't think.
And I don't know.
Right.
You're right. And I don't
Plus,
know.
you're a vegetarian now.
I also thought I would never. Thought I would never eat pussy.
Right.
For me, eating ass is a brag.
I mean,
It's like,
growing up,
I haven't eaten
growing
my
up, it was
ass.
like taboo
That's
to eat
it.
pussy.
But like
It was.
from the
I ain't
South,
never
I
eaten
always feel
I
like.
ain't eat no pussy. That's I don't eat pussy. That's what we always
But
would
guys
say.
from down south go down south. That's what y'all known for.
Well, absolutely. But I'm just saying. At
You
one
remember the
point,
first time you did
I'm
it?
just saying. At one point, yeah.
I never heard that before,
yeah.
Angela. Who
I
says
do.
that?
Now, I
made it
just
up.
feel like him, DJ Khaled, and like
Somebody
a couple
that has
Africans
experience.
is the only people I ever heard to say that they haven't
Well,
eaten.
tell us
or
about your first
You know
pussy
what?
eating experience.
My first. Okay.
How did she get you to do it since
was
you didn't
just-
think?
In fact, it was this girl that was from my school. I had always liked her. She had never paid me attention, and then I blew up. And she was like,
shit.
"Oh, what you
I suck
doing?"
your
She was like, "What you doing?" You know what I'm saying? And she came through one day, and
This is like the 5 heartbeats. Remember when the girl did?
and I'm like, okay, I really liked her though. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna impress her. I'm gonna try to really do something. I'm gonna do something nice for her. I was like 17.
I'm gonna eat her pussy.
I'm like 17. And so so I went down there and I looked at it and I said, okay,
I'm gonna do this shit.
I'm gonna do this shit right now. Here we go. And I got up to the pussy and
No,
It was trash.
he was like, wait a minute,
Oh shit! And I heard she started saying, "Get it, shorty," and then you wrote the song.
nah, man, it was just bad. I didn't know what I was doing, man. I don't know what I was doing.
So
So
it
it
was
wasn't
over.
good.
She didn't like it.
What did
No,
she?
and then
Did she
somebody
like it?
okay, let me tell y'all.
Was she
I'm
waxed
gonna
or
tell
was
y'all
it-
the real
was it
story.
hairy?
No, let me tell y'all the real story.
Okay.
And then somebody I was with, right? One of my homies was with me. And he saw me out. We was in the living room.
Wait, he
we
saw
was
you
young.
eating
We
her
was
pussy?
open.
Okay.
Yeah, we was open. I was butt naked in the room. So I'm
Wow.
pretending like I know what I'm doing, right? And he fucking comes over there. And he's like, "Get out the goddamn way! You ain't eating it right."
Oh,
Wait, what
And I
kind
was
of
like, "Hey, man,
gangster party
I like
was
her."
going on here?
damn!
I was like, "Hey, man, I like her
Gangster
though."
party. Wait.
This is just like the 5 heartbeats when he knocked him off the piano.
Hey.
I gotta hear the rest of
Hey.
this.
Wait.
I mean,
Let him finish.
She started going crazy. Oh
my God.
Oh
God. Oh
and
my
I was
God.
like, God damn, I guess I'll just play with it. Play with the titties.
You lost
Hey,
that
man,
bitch.
that shit broke my heart so bad, man.
You lost that bitch right then and there.
I sure did. She was gone.
That was the last time you spoke
She
to her.
was gone, man.
And now I can understand what he means when he talks about why he would allow someone else to come in.
my God.
No, I ain't saying that.
This makes sense. You better call him.
Nah, man.
He's
That
what
was
he
a
doing.
gangster
man.
party. Like that
He know
was
what he
not
doing.
a regular sexual experience. That was a whole gangster
Okay, so
party.
when you come, so when you come from really crazy experiences for some of your first
She was
times,
wild.
it's hard to
You should
it's
have
hard
never
to
put
tone
your
it down
mouth on her.
sometimes.
You
know
should
what I
have
mean?
That wasn't
never
her
put your
fault.
mouth on her.
That was
Oh
his
man,
friend's
I
fault.
mean, yeah, that was.
But
we was young.
tag
we
your
was so
friends
young.
in
It was her fault.
So
It was
young.
her fault.
Next time, tell Ja Rule to let you
It was
live.
her fault.
No,
It was her fault. It was her fault.
Shout out to Rule.
well, Lloyd, we're hearing that you have to go. But right, they're saying we got to. Okay.
No.
I got a question.
I
Okay,
know,
this
we
is
didn't want you to
this
leave us,
This is
Lloyd.
the one
This is
thing
really
I wanted
fun.
to say on this show.
Okay.
That I think
Shit.
is
We
so
got to do a part
backwards.
2.
Why is it so hard for someone to be a friend with their ex?
Ooh.
I don't have any problem with that.
Why is that so hard for
I'm best
people?
friends with my son's father, though we have a child. All of my other exes, like, we cool, but
I'm
I
cool
don't
with
really
my
fuck with y'all
exes.
like that.
I think the problem is with
Right, I mean, if you get,
But we're not like
if
real
it's
friends.
like a fuck, if it's a fuck person, then fuck them. But I'm just saying, if
Right.
it actually was a good person, y'all was friends first, and then it didn't work out because that's how shit is. How come girls they do not like you to be talking
Well,
to that
I can tell you
bitch?
why, because that's somebody that you had a relationship and you have
she
feelings
gave you the pussy before.
for.
She'll
Yeah,
give
you
it
had
to you
sex
again.
with.
She
But
will
that don't
give it
mean-
to you
but
again.
That don't necessarily mean.
And I have,
this is my problem with that. You can't give somebody pussy that don't take the pussy.
Have you ever fucked that?
right.
I have never fucked some pussy that I did not want to fuck.
Anymore.
Have you ever fucked an ex?
Period.
Have
End of story.
you ever fucked an
That
ex?
don't
I
matter.
have a reason. I have
That don't fucking matter.
that don't matter.
That's why.
You're
That's
missing
why.
what I'm saying here.
That is why.
I have not.
No,
I
but
haven't, for real.
I have a reason. I have a reason. So here, all
More
right,
than
I
one.
have an ex that we grew up together. We were like best friends. Even like
Right.
we rode together. Like like this is my boy. We slept together one time when we were kids, and we stood friends. Never slept together again. And then we ended up having a relationship in our adult years.
Right.
Right.
I went through something similar.
Right. So I feel bad. He and I will not ever be together again. I wish him luck. I pray for him and his family and everything. God bless him. I don't have no beef with him. But I feel like me being friends with him
is encouraging him to
right.
to be
No. I feel
inappropriate or
like
what?
I feel like me being friends with him is disrespectful to
who
his
you with?
situation that he has, because he has a girlfriend. He has a wife. He has a wife now who knows about our relationship and was not. She was fine with us being friends back in the days, because they were together for a long time, and then they broke up and we had a relationship. You know what I mean?
Because that's really your friend you respect.
It's
Right,
so fucking
exactly.
confusing though, because look, this is what I think. I think real true happiness is being so comfortable in your own skin that you never ever project your insecurity
Onto another person.
someone else, right?
I
And
agree.
that is so easy for someone to do. And this is my thing. If you have everything with the person who you love, and nothing's
You shouldn't be worried.
Nothing's going on. It's really nothing to worry about for
I agree.
real. Then really all you're doing is you're projecting your own
And fear causes
fear.
distress
You're causing
in your
own fear.
relationship.
It causes so many
I agree
problems.
with
And I
you,
just think if
yes.
people could let go of that fear shit, right? That insecurity shit, and just be acceptant that, look, I'm never going to always be there, right? I'm never going to always know everything in real time, but I have trust,
Right.
and I live through trust. And if you could do that, I think people could be so much more happy.
But
man.
Lloyd, you know
And-
what? I'm
and
saying
coexistent.
for your situation, that sounds great, but how your relationship started was a hurtful thing.
Right.
It didn't
And
start like that. It didn't start like
No,
that.
I'm saying, but for her,
Yeah, it happened,
she
though. Yeah.
found out,
Yeah.
you got caught.
So I understand that.
So
I
she
understand
still
that.
sometimes, even
Yep.
though she's moved past
I get
it,
it.
it still is something that every now
get
and
it.
then you might think about. And secondly, I also feel
get
like
I agree.
if you respect your relationship, sometimes you do have to make sacrifices.
what they want.
Right.
And if that
I get it.
sacrifice means that I can't be as tight with my ex as I would like, but every now and then I'll send her a text on her birthday,
Yeah.
maybe, whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes in a relationship, if you want it to work, you do have to make
And
sacrifices.
it's because of
I
what
get
you
it.
have done, like she
get
said.
it.
Plus, you don't
you
eat
got to
her butt.
remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So she
No,
makes
but
a lot of
and
sacrifices.
I just feel like, as much as
Guess I won't be
in
talking to
a
no
perfect
exes.
world, listen.
Shit.
I feel like
Yeah.
in a perfect world, it would be great for me to be friends with
perfect
this
world,
guy
right.
that was my childhood friend,
Right.
and I'm still friends with everybody else that we're friends with.
Right.
But just to respect myself and respect him and his
just keep
situation,
it- yeah, you just
and
let
not
it go.
cause no conflict
Let it go,
in his
yeah.
family or anything. It's just like, no, we can't even be cool. Like, not even be like,
get
hey,
it.
what up
I
type of
get it.
friends.
I get it.
Because she makes a lot of
I
sacrifices
get
for
it.
you.
I just feel like
Right, it's a sacrifice.
I just always feel like everybody.
And I love him, and he loves me,
I just-
but it's not in love. It's we love each other like like.
I know.
it's my
I just
fucking
feel like
guy.
everybody been with
You know?
everybody.
And you know what?
I feel like that too.
And for real, it's like it's
Who's been with
still,
Lloyd in
that
here?
still does not trump. That still whoever you was with, whenever that don't trump what you got going on right
Amen.
now.
That's what I be.
Especially if you honest and real with that person, but of
But you
course,
said
that's
your
a lot
girl,
of
but
pain
you
to
said
have
your
to
girl will
sift
do
through.
anything to please you, right? And try
Almost,
anything. So,
almost.
well, almost.
Yeah.
So
but,
that's a small.
But likewise, it's a compromise, like you said.
But
Right.
there
And
are
that's
women out there that
something
would
she
do
don't like.
anything to deal with you or to be around you or to fuck with you.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
throw
So you
the
have
pussy
to
at
always
you.
remember
Yeah.
that. And not that she has to always, maybe she just needs to be reassured sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a lot to deal with.
It is. It's a lot. It's hard. It's
But
not
I know,
the
but that's
easiest thing.
also a slight on my ability to control myself. It's like, well, I don't care who throwing anything. If I'm not catching it, nothing can happen. Nobody's holding me down and making me.
That's true.
See, it's like it's got to be
That's how I feel.
both parties.
But that's
And
how I feel.
I'm
Like
so
guys always
not
telling me,
into
"Oh, I
that.
know you have a lot of guys. Oh, I know you have."
And see, a lot of it's okay.
And I'm like,
and this is also the issue that she brought up with me one time. She said, "Well, how would you feel if I was real cool with all my exes?"
Right. And
I
how would
said
you?
I wouldn't have a problem with that because I'm so comfortable.
That's what
I'm
you
so
said.
confident in myself
What if
that I truly feel like none of them are me. Not to slight them,
That's how I be
but
feeling
I'm
when
just
it
more.
comes
I'm
to
so
women.
unique with what I'm offering here and certain things that I'm not really tripping off of
But
that.
that's interesting.
And
You
I
say
can't
that,
give
Lloyd.
you everything all the time.
Because earlier you just said that people trip up sometimes.
You did say that.
they do.
I
So
can't
she's trying to
lie.
prevent those trip ups.
Oh, so to prevent the trip up, you gotta lock yourself in a room.
No, you don't gotta lock yourself in a room. But
You
no,
can't
no, that's
control
what I'm saying.
yourself?
Like, she
I
might
feel
feel like your ex still has feelings for you, and you never know. You don't really drink a lot. She might give you a little Hennessy or something, and then next thing you know, you eating butt.
No, but I
first time.
understand where you're coming from because when I'm dating,
Wait, what did he do?
no, but I understand where you're coming from because when I'm dating, listen, you guys. When I'm dating somebody, I feel like they can go and be around any women. It doesn't matter because she's not me.
At all, right?
But you're a jealous person,
Me.
Steph.
No.
Naturally
I used to be on some shit that I didn't want my man to even have girlfriends. What friend?
Yeah, I
She's our
remember.
friend.
Right.
I used to be. That was exactly who I was.
Right.
Especially even talking about the last guy that guy I was talking about.
Yeah.
When I was with him, please, I couldn't stand even looking at a girl say hi to him.
Yeah.
But right now, I moved forward to dating, higher profile guys, and they are constantly around women all the time.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. You can't
inevitable.
stop it.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about regular women. I'm talking about beautiful women all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're whores. They're like literally throwing their leg up when they see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, for me, it's like, nah, he's always going to come over here
It'd be hard
because
for my-
I'm me.
It'd be hard for my girl to spend time with my publicist sometimes. She'd be like, what
Right.
she do? Who is she?
I love your
Why she,
publicist.
why she calling you at 1 a.m? I'm like, she in California. What you talking?
She's like, interviews
what you
over,
talking
Lloyd.
about? I know. All right.
That's just simply lemonade too. That ain't
No, but Lloyd, I want to thank you so much. I live in LA now, and
She's
I
like,
feel
wrap
like
it
no, I'm not trying to wrap it up.
not
but-
you, not you.
Oh, she's wrapping it up. She's like, hey, the publicist is talking about me. Wrap it up. No, but I just want to thank you because I've been away for a couple months, and this conversation it's hopeful. It gives, because I just feel like everybody I date just doesn't see me for the person that I am. They see me for the Stephanie Santiago thought on the internet, even though I don't even feel like I portray that, but that's what they see anyway.
Yeah.
You can't control people's perception of you. They're going to feel how they want about you.
So you just got to do
And
you.
lately I just been like, you know what? People don't see me for who I am, and it just is what it is. But your conversation made.
She's
thank you. I
inspired.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you,
Welcome
Steph.
I could move forward.
Welcome back, Steph.
I could
Stephanie is
move
very
forward.
happy to be here back on Lip Service.
Yes,
with
yes,
Lloyd.
yes.
And
No,
Lloyd, we
I
appreciate you.
needed
When
to
is
be here
when
for
is the
this.
full LP dropping?
LP comes out Friday, August 31st.
Friday, August 31st.
All right, I got it features my son for the first time.
Wow.
A song
That's
called
fire.
Infinity that I wrote after he was born. Got a song called Porcelain. That's one of my favorites that
Nice.
I wrote about my girl.
Is
how
Caramel
her
about
love
your
is
girl
like
too?
porcelain. Caramel is about her too. I also have a song called Lil Sis that's dope that I wrote about my baby sister that passed in 92 and how I just kind of had to come to copes with some things now that I became a father, maybe losing a child, what that could have been like for my mom, all that kind of stuff I'm facing now. And of course, True, the lead single, is there too. So
It's like a therapy album, and
Yeah.
you're
I
really sharing
can't
a
wait.
lot of things.
it's just so. It's just like a reflection of the human experience. It's a celebration of, reality. Like instead of escapism and fantasy, is like moving towards the truth. So
Oh,
It's
well,
like a breath of fresh air.
Well, we're so happy that you are back and doing it. I know you put out the EP, but I'm really happy because, we're all fans of Lloyd here for such a long time.
Thank
and
you.
I know you've been through a lot of things as you've expressed in your music. So
Yeah.
it's just good to...
Next time, bring the guitar. That's
will.
what she was trying to say.
I will.
Yeah.
I got you.
Next time, drop them drawers.
Yes.
You guys are fast, man. You guys are fast. They're fast. I don't even know what they're talking about.
I'll do it right now if everybody do it.
No, man.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
You
This is
go
double-
first.
Y'all got double standards, man.
I don't play the guitar.
You got your Christmas money ready? Let's go.
All right.
You guys, I just found something that is kicking the shit out of my breakouts. It's called the Ultimate Skin Spa by Vanity Planet, and it didn't help my skincare routine. It is my skincare routine. I mean, 360-degree rotation, 2 speeds, 3 customized brush heads, with over 1.2 million brushes sold worldwide and 150,000 reviews. With the 4.5 average rating, it isn't hard to see what all the noise is about. Vanity Planet is pushing the boundaries of how you treat yourself. Visit vanityplanet.com, enter promo code Angela25 at checkout, and start taking care of you.